Once upon a time, many years ago, true story, somewhere in Western Nigeria, I found myself, I can't remember exactly what took me there now, and it was night. Then I had just started. Nobody knew Joshua Selman. True story. And I went to a hotel. Many of you have heard me tell that story. Very great hotel. I don't know whether you call that a 3-star. I'm sure a 3-star or so. You know, great hotel. And I watched people come in with cars, and there was no hope of getting a room. I didn't come from a poor family. My parents were hardworking people. It would be what I would call an average family. But now this was me building destiny. And I found myself in the city of Ibadan, Western Nigeria. And I remember standing there that night, and there was no place for me to pass the night. Are we together? True story. I didn't have the money to pay for that place. It was impossible. I would not even imagine it. And then I stood and I watched the place, and I sat somewhere. I remember that night, God is my witness, there was a church not too far from that place. I had to attend a night vigil. I said, instead of wasting my time, I won't do 2-0. So at least, if I don't have a comfortable place to stay, let me use the opportunity and pray my destiny into being. A few years later, I would go to preach in the same city, and then they received me at the, at the airport, and they were taking me to my hotel. Guess where they took me? And while I was seated in the car, there was a convoy, and you know how protocol works. Sheep, give way. This man of God is coming. And I said, life. They would never know that once upon a time, this man stood at the corridor of that hotel with no access. The Bible says, now are we the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear. There's no need faking your life. It can be real. Just pay the price. Subscribe to the law of sacrifice. Why fake what can be real? And I remember, I would always joke that it was me and my team, these my people you see. And they took me to the highest floor, and they kept me there. And then I stood at the window, and I was watching them. They were swimming and playing table tennis. These my people you see. We came to preach, but since God provided an extra comfort, we can as well taste and see that the Lord is good. And these guys were playing table tennis, and I was watching them. And I said, my God, do you know one man's sacrifice can liberate a nation? Ask Nelson Mandela. One man's sacrifice can liberate generations. One man's sacrifice brought us into glory. I pray for someone. May your sacrifice be the reason why that curse will be lifted from your family. May your sacrifice in righteousness